Man. Yeah, man. It's like okay. Give me
Whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening. Good morning. And goodness me. Here is the old. 8,000 years ago, someone got the hump with their neighbour and did them in with a pickaxe. A few days after that, someone else got angry with their neighbour and ended their existence. The axe was bigger. The axe continued to grow until it continued to be ground. A few years ago, an old man climbed to the top of a tower and looked down. He didn't like what he saw. Hundreds of thousands, nay, millions of people dancing and singing. In response to this personal distaste, the old man spent all of his money on a big axe and threw it at the dancing people. The people bunched up together, forming a protective barrier of hands, arms, and strength. They caught the axe and used it to build. A few days later, the axe went on tour around the world showing off its new building skills. The world is now a better place. Good night. A few lines because I did a couple of health jobs.
3, 2, 1.
Once you hear the sound of their approach, it's too late. They're too fast, too nimble, too goddamn powerful to do anything other than simply lie back and surrender. The only reason I'm here now is that they couldn't use me. They didn't know what to make of me. Couldn't understand me. But they'll regret that decision, that personal judgment. For now, I'm here with most of my wits about me and a final plan to bring about and end their existence. How shall I do this, you may ask? Simple. I shall unsubscribe. Start now, where I'm usually playing a doctor. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Well, where do I start? At the beginning. That's what they tell me. Well, alright then. It was a Sunday. Which sort of seems appropriate, given the God and church thing that all took place. Well, anyway, I was in the park, just going for a pre-lunch stroll. A bit of an amble around, just looking at the trees, the birds in the sky, the sunshine filtering through the clouds, just taking it easy, you know. And then, suddenly, before I knew it, okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
And then, before I knew it, I noticed a skinny young bloke running out to a nearby cafe. He was waving his hands around in the air, shouting something wildly that I couldn't understand. Picnickers and dog walkers got out of his way in a rush. He looked pretty unhinged and wild, for sure, and he was heading straight where I was, which was right by the sacred stone, or the old stone as we call it in our neck of the woods. He was getting closer and closer, and I could hear him raving on about God and the devil, and fire and brimstone and all that jazz. He was like a stereotypical crazy messiah type. Hair flying all about wildly, wearing some sort of long cape thing decorated with a plume of colourful feathers, like some sort of peacock. Well, everybody else cleared out of his way, and he got to the old stone, you know, the huge 7-foot obelisk lying there in the middle of the park, that had been there for thousands of years. And as soon as he got there, he just stood near it and started shouting all that God stuff at the stone itself. I couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing. This is usually quite a quiet place. It's the sort of park where you can have a nice walk around, bite to eat, sit down, weather permitting, the sort of place where you can relax. And now this idiot was ruining all of it. So there he was, going on and on and on about guilt and sin and how everyone is wrong and how everyone is working for the devil, when suddenly a different voice erupted and drowned him out. A deep, sonorous voice, beautiful and strange, resonant and forceful, but also calm and measured. It boomed out, "Oh, now, you be quiet, you fool. Go and read a book. Stop God bothering us. Any more of that deity, dirty stuff, and I shall rewrite you." The wild peacock man took all this as a provocation and launched into another tirade, but got no farther than halfway through a biblical reference before a blast of colour exploded from the top of the old stone. The colours, all red and black and luminous white-green, surrounded the bloke, suspending him in a wild frenzy of bubbling rainbow hues. I looked around. No one else was there. They all got scared and ran off, I suppose. The old stone spoke to me. I mean, wow, it really spoke to me. It asked me what I should do with the peacock. Well, I'm a reasonable sort of guy. I don't like to see people unduly punished when they just need some help. I reckon people should be allowed to live and work as they wish. I thought about saying, just send him online. They always need some more ranting and raving, especially Twitter. And then I thought about saying, well, perhaps the government can use him for some more churchy stuff. And I even thought about saying, send him to the USA. They love that stuff there. But in the end, I just looked at the old stone and said, get him enrolled in school. Maybe he can learn something. And give him a watering can. These plants over here could use a drink. I smiled to myself, the peacock, to the old stone, and went back to sleep.
Just keep going, so.
What can you not film now?
I don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Hello. 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 I'm recording this in the hope that someone, somewhere, will hear my message and understand how I got to this point. It all happened so quick. Lies spreading and swooping as diving contagion, infiltrating every aspect of life, and existence. And before we knew it, the world as we had known it was gone. I'm here, and the sun has burnt a hole in the earth, like a kid with a magnifying glass, blazing the wings of insects. There was warning. There was warning. There were signs. There were pleas, all ignored. Easier to brush away the reality, but the lies keep spreading. Now they're with me and around you, with you and around you. Find me here. Hello. We'll do this one without the brolly, so it looks different.
Fuck, we could have just walked this way.
I'm busy. Yeah, busy.
just saying.
Any chocolate powders? No chocolate.
I could do a character.
Do you want? Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, let me do the character. I find books can be an insight into the writer's brain. But the only books I ever read were the ones that showed me how to do something. Like how to bake a cake or complete a task. In this kind of regard, I find most political diatribes and tracts most unhelpful, as they don't really help me to do anything. Cookery, but much better. Okay, I don't know what that was. I'm not sure what that was. Let me rethink that. Yeah, cut that. Yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, I guess it kind of like illustrative of the fact we're all on camera all the time, and everyone's filming, and everyone's filming everyone else. Whatever that means. Everyone's on camera all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, this is a very crap find. This is a very crap find.
I had one like that.
Very crap. But
Is
I've
that
got.
your, what's it called?
I don't know what it is, but I had to get off it though. But the thing is, it still has a camera itself.
I had this one.
Yeah, I had to get off smartphones and stuff. But this cost me like $30 to buy.
Yeah, that's the first one I got a year and a half ago. I mean, the only reason I've got this is because it's my girlfriend's old one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would still be on that. And before that one, I just had something really even older. But yeah. Can you hear with the?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, right. Let's do a story. So I went to Europe recently, and went to a few different places, mostly to UK, mostly, and it was quite interesting being back after quite some time. Although we go back reasonably regularly. It's a bloody long way, and the thing I was thinking, I mean, more about actually going there, the process of traveling, like flying, and just like as we were talking about earlier about tiredness and jet lag and stuff, it's very odd. Like you're kind of like, I suppose jet lag, I don't know really like the official definition of it, but it's kind of like being you literally are in two different time zones at the same time. So it got me thinking about being disembodied from all sorts of things, and you're just in two streams, and it's kind of like, it's a little bit like time travel in some ways. In fact, you're here and you're also there for at least for about 5 or 6 days. You're kind of like operating on two different timelines, which is pretty strange. Discombobulating, one of my favourite words. So you're doing all of these various things in two different timelines, and no wonder it's so tiring, really. And then you just kind of like, so you're sleeping in the middle of the day, and then you wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, like thinking, like wide awake, thinking, okay, what should I do now? And all these thoughts racing around your brain. You need to get things ready, you need to do different things, and all that sort of thing. And then, yeah. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, goddammit. But that complaining about like travelling a lot is probably a moot point. And we should all be travelling less anyway. I guess that's true as well. Who knows? Yeah. I'd like to go on a long train ride. I like travelling on trains when they run properly. Yeah.
Have you been on that Serbian train?
Which one?
That train that runs through like Serbia and Russia and stuff?
Between Serbia and Russia?
Yeah, or through it, like the longest route.
Oh, what, Trans-Siberian?
Yeah, Trans-Siberian.
No, I haven't. I'd love to. I will do it one time when I'm got more money, maybe. Yeah, no, it looks amazing. I would love to do it. It's I've done quite a bit of like long train travel when I was younger. I did a bit of interrailing as a kid, well, as a teenager, early 20s, going like around Southern Europe and Eastern Europe, just on trains, which is pretty cool. It's just a good way to travel, I think, because you're just like, it's a bit slower. You can kind of check out the countryside and the surroundings a lot more than if you're looking down. And you kind of see how other passengers are dealing with the process as well a bit more, whereas, I don't know, you don't really talk to people on planes that much, or maybe some people do, I don't really. Yeah, anyway, I'd like train travel. Should do more, I think. Might do more in Australia, actually. Wouldn't mind going Sydney to Melbourne on the train. That's possible, isn't it? I've never done it. I'm sure people do it. I'm sure it's possible. It must be possible, right? But, I have to check that out. Yeah. The whole process of travelling is an interesting one to consider for many reasons, for sure. I think you can travel physically and travel on your brain also at the same time, so the kind of whole thing about being different time zones, it's like physical and mental, it's a physical and mental concept. So if the longer maybe if you go on really, really long travel, like to a different planet or something, you'll be stuck on two planets at the same time. Pretty much. You could have arrived at your destination, up Centura or wherever, and still be in Starbucks in Sydney. That is certainly possible. So I just got off at my destination. Alpha Centauri.
Sir?
I just got off at my destination. Yeah. Starbucks, Alpha Centauri. It's not bad. It's not much different. The coffee is slightly darker and slightly sweeter. But it's not bad. And both here and there. So have you done any longer travel yourself?
Not for years, man. Not for years.
Okay.
Yeah, not for long.
I know you went to France when you were there, right?
Yeah. I haven't left the country since my early 20s. Almost 10 years. So
yeah. Overrated. No. I like travelling. I love going to different places, but the actual process of travelling itself, I'm not that great on. Not that big a fan of. Just the sort of getting everything ready, packing, and then waiting.
Going to the airports and stuff.
I really don't like airports. I'm okay with train stations, are fine. But getting to the airport and getting everything ready and stuff is a bit. It's quite nerve-wracking in some ways, isn't it? Like with getting all your visas and all your official stuff for sure. The thing I really don't like is getting stuff out of your luggage and like any liquids or whatever. So I deliberately don't really take any liquids with me now in the baggage, in the whole baggage.
Especially if you go into a country where you don't speak the same language and stuff, or that could be intimidating or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, yeah. I mean, most staff in airports will have some English. I know what I mean. Yeah,
most international airports
they will have a little English. I mean, we went to. But I mean, everyone gets obsessed with new tech all the time. So.
Yeah. But you know, obviously, anyone.
The most useful thing I found with having a smartphone is are the maps.
Yeah. Oh, there's advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Disadvantage are notifications just going off about any shit. Like, I just uploaded a photo of a cup which used to have some coffee in it to Instagram, and now I'm getting probably 1.5 notifications saying nothing at all. Or maybe an emoji of a cup and someone saying that's really half full or half empty. You decide.
So what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
Bit of work, bit of writing work.
Yeah.
Maybe see if there's any jobs going. That's about it. One, I think we did a changeover, and they didn't have a lot there, but you can still make yourself understood if you need directions for something. But I could get lost like really easily, like anywhere, like in a shopping mall or something. So like going to different airports when you're like really tired and really jet lagged can be a bit challenging sometimes. But luckily for me, I usually got my partner with me. I mean, it can be challenging, especially when you're going so far. Like from Australia, it's quite far travelling distances, so just the actual time can like be quite tiring. So you gotta have more coffee.
And they have like really good distribution centres that they go with coffee stock. You get sent down to the supermarkets.
Yeah, we're going to Melbourne quite soon.
Yeah, what for?
Just to visit a friend.
A friend? Is he Australian or English?
No, she's from Italy.
Italy?
Yeah. But we're going there for a bit, and I quite like Melbourne. So it's quite a different place. So.
Yeah, it's
I'm
too cold for me. Too cold for me.
Oh, we're too cold.
For me.
But it can get really bloody hot.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit more extreme than Sydney, but I mean, can't really tell at the moment anyway, because the whole weather thing you can't really predict too much. But let's not talk about that because that's kind of depressing. We should do more films.
Yeah, we should. Get into trash cinema.
Okay. Trash cinema?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
Of the genre? Yeah, kind of a bit. I don't know a lot about it, but I know a bit. You should, you can give me some pointers. You were watching a bit of that anyway, weren't you, I think?
Yeah.
What kind of trash? Like John Waters type?
Yeah, stuff like that. Anyone else. So.
I like John Waters.
Yeah. What do you like about John Waters?
Just the glamour, the faded, trashy glamour.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And just like, I need to watch more. He was in Sydney recently, wasn't he?
I'm not too sure.
quickly what came before the talk. But we were away. Yeah, just kind of like the trashy and the colours, and just like life at its most colourful. And yeah, all type.
That's the whole thing.
But yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it. Because I mean, most of the time, most of the films I've watched from a long time, from as a kid, were like sci-fi and horror, pretty mostly. But I watch all kinds as well. I mean, you know, all sorts of stuff. So I'm always interested to watch more independent cinema and more trashy stuff.
Harmony Korine, have you heard of it?
Huh?
Harmony Korine?
Yeah. Harmony
Korine or whatever.
Korine or
Korine, yeah.
I have. What's he made?
His later films are a bit more mainstream, but
Okay.
yeah, but some of his earlier ones are very trash.
Okay.
So he's done like Trash Humpers,
yeah.
I think called Gummo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the trash hump. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You did one. You did a film like homage to that, right?
yeah, Humps,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Pay it forward and buy a copy for a local, right? Because obviously.
See, the last doco that I did, I literally I got like it's literally 5 seconds video where I got the background music to something,
Yeah.
and then YouTube put a copyright strike on it.
Oh, really?
So annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I worked
What
out.
was the music?
I don't know. It was not here, but Starbucks at the Rocks.
Okay.
They had like background music, and just like it was literally a 6 seconds.
Oh, and then it like targeted some
Yeah.
response.
Yeah. From
Is
YouTube.
that into it?
Yeah.
Well, that's clever. So that's
In terms of sound and music, YouTube's very on top of that. So I think I've heard reports like they're working on the visuals as well.
with visuals,
Yeah.
in case you get some advertising.
Yeah,
or
something
something.
as well. Yeah. But in terms of like music and sound, they're really good at that. Like pick up everything.
Yeah. There's some like all sorts of weird issues of like filming. I've heard stories about recently. Like from copyright issues to personal privacy issues, people getting like really oversensitive, like quite sensitive.
Yeah.
There was an interesting case, I don't know if you saw it, my friend in America was posting about it on Facebook, of like, I can't remember what she's called, but a Hollywood actor. She was watching her kids playing a game, a sport, or something like this, like just in a park, sports park in America, and some guy was filming the kids just playing, right? And she like went over to him and started like having a go, like saying, "What are you doing? What are you filming?" Thinking that he might have been filming her or her kids in a dodgy way. And he was just like, "I'm just like practicing my filming. Like, what's the problem? Like, it's not illegal." And then she was like, "Oh, it is illegal. It's like you're infringing on my personal space." And it's like,
Sound in public.
it's like, it's not illegal. But anyway, because it was just like a public park. Anyway, so that was, I think, sometimes, you can understand, you know why people, I mean, you can understand why people might get sensitive, especially around children. But I mean, I think there's also like people getting a bit too sensitive about all sorts of things, but certainly personal privacy being one. Because like we're on, pretty much all of us are on camera all the time anyway. Right? I mean, anywhere in the world, especially like big cities.
Have you seen that
Like
YouTube?
here.
There's this YouTube channel. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called The Valence Man.
Which one?
I think it's called The Valence Man. It's a bloke who has his whatever video camera he's got. He'll walk around publicly and just sit there with his video camera and somebody's phone. And they go, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just filming." So, why are you filming me? He goes, "I'm just filming." And it's just like he's trying to make it. I guess a point. I don't know what he's doing.
And seeing what the reaction is.
Yeah, like he'll just film people in public.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Like he'll go, "You just came from a bank." He goes, "Yeah, I came from a bank." He goes, they got security cameras there. I'll find you the link for it.
Send me the link.
Yeah.
That sounds.
If you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
That sounds quite dangerous.
Yeah.
For him.
Oh no, he just sits there, just his video camera, and people like walk past and like take notice. And he goes, "Are you filming me?"
Oh, right,
So the
and
things
then
like,
they just like filming him.
yeah, he'll like. So would you be able to?
In the cup, look.
You're fine. That's so easy. When you get home today, would you be able to record some poetry for me?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Is that okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
And to send it the audio.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it okay in WAV?
Sorry?
Is it okay in WAV files?
WAV files?
WAV.
What's that?
It's just it's not quite as compressed as MP3s.
That should be okay.
So it's quicker to.
As long as I can
send it.
download it.
Yeah, WAV. You can download WAV files. But yeah, fine. It's pretty easy. Yeah. I got a pretty good microphone. So.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into more into like vocal acting.
Yeah.
So if you hear of any jobs, let me know.
Yeah, of
like
course.
like voiceovers and stuff. But it's pretty tricky to get into. Yeah, I'm with them. Yeah. I'm with Star now. There are jobs, but obviously like they go pretty quick. But yeah, I've got a few gigs from them. Mostly extra stuff. But, there's some interesting things. Yeah. See, I send them over. For sure. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Editing.
Yeah.
Like, you can do talk and stuff.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm walking towards the Scots Presbyterian Church, but I'm not going to go inside it. Because I'm either Scottish or British. Not that I'm going to do it. I could go in if I wanted to. But now we're going towards the Standard Woolen Company. Nice graphics. You know that? Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of mindfulness?
Yeah.
You know, about like living in the moment
Yeah.
and sort of not focusing on stuff too much from your past or other things that come into your mind and just letting it pass over, basically. So living in the moment. I wonder if that could also be a bit like where you've got, because my memory's a bit shit, so sometimes I've got like really not very much short-term memory.
Yeah.
So could it be a bit like I'm literally just sort of commenting in my head on what I'm doing right now and what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that? Kind of like,
Sometimes.
it can be a good reminder of what you're doing right now. Now I'm walking up these stairs, and to the left of us is some pretty cool, imaginative, crazy mural stuff. Quite like that, actually. I noticed that last year, I think. Don't know why I was here, but pretty cool mural, right? But don't know. The artist might be. What would you call those birds?
I have no idea. Do you smell chlorine?
Yeah, I can. And I've got a terrible sense of smell, so it must be quite strong. Is there a swimming pool near here?
Nothing.
Maybe that's the rain, the smell of the rain. roaring in the rainwater.
Did you hear about the stabbing here?
No?
A guy went on a stabbing thing around here. And he got like arrested here.
What, a rampage?
Rampage, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
Oh, a few months ago. And some guys crashed up with him down here and tackled him. Just YouTube Sydney stabbing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Must have been when we were away.
Yeah.
That's not very Sydney, that's more of a London thing.
What happens in London?
No, I'm joking. But there's more people, so there's more crime. Just statistics, I suppose. But that's not very happy. But, oh, you got a brolly.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, yeah, this way. Yeah, hang on. Okay.
Trapping in England. So the sound of so the sound looping over the movement.
No, so I'll find some footage.
Yeah,
I've got stock footage at home.
Oh, right.
So I can just overlay it on that and put it outside.
Yeah, but what's the stock footage?
Oh, you will have to like find it.
Well, it could be literally anything.
Yeah.
I'll have to imagine stock footage, not of like training. What's that?
This might be too loud.
I knew. Bloody hell, that's high volume control. But I do it quite softly.
No, that's not your fault. That would have been too loud anyway.
Oh, is this near where that tree bit is?
No, it's not. Yeah.
It was kind of like a bit like.
Yeah, a bit like this. Yeah. So what's London like anyway?
Well, we kind of went. Oh no, we stayed overnight one night actually, just doing friends and stuff. Not changed much in the last couple of years. Because I've been here for 2.5 years now. Yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same hectic, busy place as ever.
What happened, man?
Oh, wow. Look at mine. Yeah, it's still the same crazy place.
What's the population of London?
About 7 or 8 million, I think. Something like that. Maybe 10 in like greater terms. I mean, the whole of the southeast kind of just like blends into the same. There's not really any break between cities that much in England because it's so more compressed, you know, the actual land. It's so much smaller than Australia, for example, obviously. So like, I think in actual land size, London's a lot smaller than Sydney.
Yeah.
Because Sydney's huge.
Yeah.
Like when you think of north to south, big place. But the population is probably about a third of London, I think. Sydney. Yeah.
It's good
Well,
question.
Sydney's about 3 million, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not
Maybe
too
two
sure.
or 3. And I think London's 8 or 9. So, yeah. It's you notice on transport and stuff, you notice, but I mean trains are pretty busy here. But, I mean, there are more people for sure. But,
Is that a club or Anglo?
I don't know. At least ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first day I was there, I kind of felt like I missed it quite a lot.
Yeah.
But then the second day I was there, I kind of didn't. Just because it's so busy and so hectic, and I think you very quickly get out of the routine of it. It's kind of like, I'm sure it's the same anywhere you are. It'd be like commuting to work. Like you very quickly get out of the routine. But then try to do it again, you just kind of like think, how the hell did I do this? Getting on the train or the bus at like 8 in the morning, rushing around and yeah. So I don't do that anymore. But you know, it's a cool place. There's a lot of stuff going on.
What's your take on Prince Harry?
On what?
On Prince Harry?
I don't have much to take.
Do you even care? Or?
I can't say I really care. I mean, if I did have a take, it would be that the press is horrendous, as everyone knew, both here and in the UK. Well, a certain section of the press, I should say, not all of the press. And it's just like, I think it showed up the failings of British society in a lot of ways, and the monarchy, which I'm not much of a fan of the monarchy.
Yeah.
I think it's completely outdated and outmoded and really should be done away with. That's about as far as my opinion probably goes. So I don't know if he's had a hard time. If they've had a hard time, I guess they have. Rough treatment from the media and.
What does the Queen do anyway?
I don't know. She's on. I think someone, like a very talented artist, gets her to sit down and then does a quick sketch of her face and then imprints it on the banknote. And that's. I don't think she travels too much anymore because she's about 90 odd, so, or 100.
Do you think Prince Charles will do a good job, or no?
Well, I don't know what the job is.
It's just routine and ceremony, Routine and ceremony.
Oh right, yeah. So I don't really. But are they here at the moment? No?
I don't know.
I don't really know. I don't. Yeah, I don't really listen to that news too much. So yeah. I think really everyone would be better off if they got rid of, if they just. I'm not saying extreme. I don't say like cut the heads off or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just